Looking forward to that throughout the rest of the day. Also looking forward to getting outside if I get a chance today. It's beautiful, huh?
We were out on the plaza earlier, and it's sunny and warm, a little breeze going through.
Yep.
Pretty comfortable in northern Utah, at least. Southern Utah, it's a little different. Downtown Salt Lake City, looking back to the east, blue skies, sunshine, mild temperatures, pretty close to normal. This was the view up in the Uintas. In fact, one of our viewers was up capturing some of the beauty that's up there. Uinta Mountains, Janice Noyce, capturing a few of the clouds that were building up. But it is spectacular around. Now, the good news, southern Utah is getting rain, and we desperately need that precipitation. And this is what it looks like. In fact, Bryan Head Resort, you can see little patches of snow up on top of Navajo lift, and the storm clouds off in the distance. It's been a stormy day across southern Utah. In fact, vortex showing a line of storms just north of Enterprise, more stretching all the way over from Cedar City to Parowan, Beaver over to Marysville and Circleville. Panguitch has had a nice line of storms. As you slide south, a little bit of thunder and lightning around Big Water right now, approaching Halls Crossing and Lake Powell. But one of the bigger cells that went through Green River, past just north of Moab. You've got 2 lightning strikes just west of town right now, and the heaviest rain is just rolling into Grand Junction. At one point, we had about 50 lightning strikes in that little cluster of storms, so it was definitely active. Our temperatures, 70s from Logan south to Provo, 60s in Price, 80 degrees in Moab, and 67 in Blanding. Southwest corner, St. George, even with some of the clouds to the north, they've been sunny and 90 degrees, their current temperature. Las Vegas is 92. As we look at the satellite and radar around the west, the low pressure center is tracking across Arizona, ever so slowly working towards New Mexico. That's where these storms are coming from. And because of this low and how it's moving, I think we're going to have at least one more day, maybe 2, of some potential buildup over southern, central, and northeastern Utah. A passing low to the north as well is keeping some cooler air up along the U.S.-Canadian border. So storm zone showing that this evening, a lot of what we're dealing with right now will quiet down and start to slide east. But tomorrow, it's the same deal. St. George, a slight chance for storms, but you get to Cedar City and up into the mountains of central Utah, northern Utah, up into the northeast corner, the potential all the way up to Flaming Gorge for a little bit of buildup, and that trend will continue on Friday before a little weak impulse goes by, completely dries us out. We'll all see sunshine for the weekend. Our hourly forecast tonight, 70s all the way through 9 o'clock. We'll dip into the 60s with sunset 5 minutes before 9. Chance of a few bumpers tomorrow, a little bit of buildup Nephi to Price, Manti, but I think Richfield, Green River, Moab, all have a better chance of seeing those thunderstorms. Panguitch to Kanab as well. Cedar City a better chance. I put St. George at a 40% chance of a little thunderstorm with a high of 90. We'll get all the way back up to 100 plus Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday under sunny skies. Northern forecast tonight, lows in the 30s in Montpelier, 40s though in Logan and Heber City. We're going 51 for a low in Spanish Fork, and tomorrow highs will be back in the low 80s along the Wasatch, which is actually a little above normal for this time of year. The 7-day forecast, well, the 80s stick around for a bit, but then the 90s return. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all more than 10 above normal. So I guess enjoy the next couple of days, because it's going to be on the hotter side of June here coming up here by the end of the weekend.
But still not as hot as we were last weekend.
Very true.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Kevin, thanks.
All right.